Jeffrey B. Healing Shame. It is, and I hope my audio is going to be okay because I move it and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it fucks up. This is Jeffrey B. Healing Shame. This is the YouTube series I've been doing, for probably about a year now. It didn't start off as Healing Shame. It started off with, as you've seen the transitions that have taken place during my time doing this channel. I've got about 75 subscribers. I really appreciate all of y'all out there. I'd love to get to 100, and it's a small time channel, as you know. It's not monetized, so I receive nothing from this. But, I wanted to talk about it briefly there just to kind of remind you of the changes that have taken place. I started off with ACA recovery readings from the ACA daily meditations, um, strengthening my recovery text, which really didn't seem to have a whole lot of hits. And then when I started shifting to healing shame, this whole sort of series within a series, when it became about healing shame with Jeffrey B, it became a little bit more popular. I think I'm getting more views, more hits, hopefully touching more people, spreading the word about how to heal this shame. I know it's pretty raw. I don't edit a lot in these videos, maybe the sound quality, whatever. I can see there's things that need improvement, but at least I'm doing it. It was on my list to start a YouTube channel, and here we are about a year now in. So that's great. It's progress. Progress, not perfection. I want to briefly mention some potential changes also coming up. One of them is I may be going overseas again. I do have a potential job lead in Hong Kong. I've mentioned this before. It's teaching again at a primary school. Um, and I'm seriously considering taking it. I need to give them an answer in about 36 hours from now. I need to have an answer tendered to the school by then if I'm going to take it or not. If I take it, I'll have to be leaving the United States at the end of August and pop right back over to Asia again. Boom. It's not the first time I've run, you know, fire in the seat of my pants, but it would be a huge change. That's a potential change coming. But I really got to ask myself the question, is this the change I really want? Or is it I became so addicted to the lifestyle in Asia that I'm just going with what I know? It's the devil I know. And sometimes, even though it's uncomfortable or painful, we run towards the pain because at least we're comfortable or we're familiar with that kind of lifestyle or pain. I'm sorry, I have to chew on these chewies. I've got a little off tracking on this tooth here. And I'll tell you what, I spit a lot more when I talk because of these fucking aligners. So be careful if you start them. You're going to be spitting on people. Um, I try to ask myself, well, who or what am I? A lot of times in America, people try to define themselves by what their career is, and so that's the first thing Americans ask each other is, what is your line of work? What do you do for a living? And so that's how they define themselves, is by whatever their profession is. I've been a teacher for over 13 years, but I don't define myself as a teacher. I more so, define myself by what I like to do, what my hobbies are, really. Um, and there are some things I really enjoyed. Some of my parts enjoyed, some of my parts don't. And one of them is creating. There is a viewer on here that suggested getting back to painting on here. And I will do some ASMR painting for you again. I will. I promise I will get back in there. I haven't forgotten. It's at the front of my mind. So once I get some paints and things set up and a good routine set up, I will go forward with that. I promise you. Right now, I'm in transition, and I'm just going to tell you, when I'm in transition because I scruff out, I don't cut my hair, and my mind is all over the place. So right now, what you're seeing is Jeff at his worst because I'm in transition. When I'm in transition, I'm not in a good place mentally. I'm not sure which way I'm going. I'm making another decision, and historically, I don't do well with those. And so the decision is, of course, go back to Asia or stay here for a bit and see where it could go. Now, if I were to stay in the United States, or at least not go to Asia, maybe stay in Central America, South America, Mexico, whatever. If I were to not go to Asia, I would need to be thinking about what the hell it is I want to do with my life and purpose. Well, I love creative things. So the painting is a great idea. Thank you. I love creative things. I like to spread my music, spread all that, do some artistic stuff. I want to work on an animated series for my novel Nightjar's Melody. Have not started down that path yet simply because it's such a huge project. I don't know where to begin with it. I've tried to sell it as a screenplay. Somebody could make it into a screenplay and move forward. I don't know if I need to just get a loan and make a pilot, a 30-minute pilot episode, and try to sell it. I don't know what direction to go with that, to be honest. It's overwhelming. There's that. And I don't have any support on where to go on this. And I need that. I need support. I need an agent, a literary agent, or somebody to be like, yeah, this is good stuff. Let me help you move forward. Nobody does that here. And that makes me angry because I feel like I have something. They don't want to fucking help me. Fucking help me, for God's sake. Get this off the ground. No, they don't do that. That's not what they do. So there's that. There's also recognition and acceptance of I am a I'm a traveler. Okay. I'm a tourist anywhere I go now. Sort of I've become accepting or trying to accept the idea that I'm really just a traveler now. I'm not a big pharma guy. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an artist, a poet. I'm just really just a traveler. And I guess in a way we all are, but I really can feel that I'm just a traveler because I go somewhere and I stay for a few months, then I leave. Then I go to a new place, I stay for a year or something, and then I leave. I was fortunate I was in China over a year. That was actually progress for me to be there that long. And I was trying to kind of halfway root in. Of course, I felt homesick and felt like I had to come out of there, plus some other extenuating circumstances. Now, on the other side here of things, and I'm talking about this video here because I want to. There's going to be some changes coming in the healing shame. I think I need to go forward with something new, which I feel passionate about, and that is cryonics, preaching cryonics. So I know that talking about cryonics is going to be very important for me, and I haven't. I did a few videos about it before. You've seen those, so you might see some changes coming. I would like to discuss the idea of cryonics and abandoning the idea of the afterlife and abandoning the idea that you are saved or you're going to heaven. And I know it is not going to be a popular thing. It's going to be hinting on transhumanism. And that's probably one of the shifts I want to take because I really do believe in cryonics and reanimation science. I do believe the wave of the future is using AI to bring our bodies back, our minds, our bodies back from the grave, or even redefining death as it is, as we know it. And that's going to be a shift. I don't know how that's going to go down, but I'm just putting this video out here because changes may be coming to this channel, to my series, and I may step away from the healing shame. I hope it's really touched people. I know some of my videos have gotten 200 views or so. I don't have 10,000 views or, oh, I've got one about China that's got a couple thousand views, but that's it. That's all. And that's okay, but I'd love more. I'm just not reaching the audience that I thought I could, I guess. But I also want to talk about, you know, funding and being monetized. If you're interested in donating, I'm probably going to, I've talked about this before, but I'd like to put a donate link in here because none of all these videos are free. And I do put some time into these, and it would be helpful if I was making something from it to help me fund future projects like the cryonics project and like my travels abroad. You know, I always thought maybe Jesus was going to speak to me and tell me to go out there and do missionary work and spread the gospel. Well, yeah, there is good news, but it's not from the Bible, it's from science. And that good news is preserving the mind and body to be resurrected later. I never thought, I always was hopeful that I could maybe get into the Bible and get brainwashed by Christianity and Jesus and all that. I'm going to go check out a baptism at the creek, one of those like where they dunk you in the local freaking creek this Sunday and go see all that. Who knows? Maybe that'll just boom rejuvenate my mind and I'll have a renaissance of the mind. Um, I don't know, but I feel like I need to spread cryonics. I am officially an independent independent cryonics educator and ICE agent with Alcor. I do have the papers signed, but I haven't had training technically with them, and we're not really pushing forward on anything. But I do want to maybe transition into something new. Just wanted to make you aware of it, y'all. Thanks for your support. Please donate, and I really appreciate it. Until next time, peace and all the best.